going off at 9 o'clock tonight. Gibbs, how can you win a Madden Challenge ranked draft champs game? What are your thoughts? What's the difference between just like playing online against some guy versus like going in and locking in a ranked draft champs game?
Bring me that graphic one more time, because that's a great question. So here's the question of the night, most important question of the night, in my opinion, coming from Marty85. How can you win a Madden Challenge ranked draft champions game? So it all starts with having a mindset of being absolutely cutthroat and playing your game and not really concerning yourself with anything other than winning the game. Now transition over here, and we think that what that actually means is you should be playing, in my opinion, with accelerated clock on.
Yeah.
You should have a mindset of inside zone, inside zone, inside zone.
Yeah.
And you're just trying to get in and out of the game quickly as possible, and you need to minimize your risk of turning the ball over. This is where I'm going to now say I love to pass the ball.
Right.
If I'm playing a Draft Champions Madden Challenge game, ranked game, I'm going to run the ball. I'm going to be very conservative, and I'm going to try to win ball games like 14 to 10. Right? I'm going to try to win by field goals. I'm going to try to end the game with the ball in my possession and kick the field goal and win.
Definitely.
It's a lot like how you play, so I think you can provide some insight into how you can win a Madden Challenge ranked DC game.
Yeah, so my thoughts on that are, you just got to, 1, not be nervous, 2, stay focused on your game plan. Don't give your opponent too much credit. Don't say, oh, J.O. knows I like to run. He's going to be able to stop the run. When we saw his lineup, and he definitely has 5 good corners and not the best personnel. So I got to give myself a chance to run the ball. And if he sticks me on the first play of the game, I got to say, all right, still got to run the ball. Still got to run the ball against a good player. So that's the key, is really sticking to your game plan in draft champs. And all the tips Gibbs said, really shorten the game, play tough football. Those are the 2-minute quarter games that old veterans are used to, that the new guys will start to feel the pressure of, ooh, I just fumbled. Now the clock's going to be in his favor. He gets ball at half. Oh, man, we're in trouble. We're only down a field goal, but we're never getting the ball back. So that's what's going to happen.
Yeah, and to add on as we finish this out here, but one thing you need to think about, too, is like you need to play a little bit differently when you say have a lead. Say it's 14-7 and you have the ball. You really need to play differently than you would if it's like the third quarter. Like, you really need to protect that. Like, the most important thing for you is to not try and light up the scoreboard there. It's to run some clock off of the game, and then to get down and just go up 2 possessions, because you need to just end the game as quick as possible if you have the lead. Now, the flip side of that is if you're down by 2 scores in a game, you really need to start to press. There's not a lot of time, because if your opponent has that same mentality, you need to really stress the fact and play a little more aggressive to get back in the game, because your opponent could just chew the clock on you.
Right.
If they run the ball for 80 yards and have 3 or 4 first downs, that literally could be the whole quarter and a little bit into the fourth quarter, and then the game's over. That's the whole point. Is you want to the perfect draft champions game would go, you kick off, you hold them on defense, you come back, get the ball, drive down the field for the remainder of the second quarter, first quarter, get the touchdown, go up 7-0. Your opponent gets the ball back with maybe about a minute to go in the first half. You stop them again, get the ball back in the third, drive down the field, take up majority of the third quarter, go up 2 scores, whether it's a field goal or touchdown. Your opponent gets the ball back with a little bit of time left in the third, maybe in the fourth. They come down. Even if they get a touchdown, you're now looking at a spot where you have the ball, maybe about 2 minutes to go in the game. You're up by a field goal or touchdown, and you need to get 1 first down, make them burn their timeouts, and you get out of there with a George W.
That's how it is.
And you cannot take that type of mindset. You gotta be very serious about that, because that is how you win these tournament games. It's very different than playing just your ordinary game where you just kind of have that like slinger mentality where you're out there just chucking the magic bean around trying to get first downs and show why you're the best.
Right.
Showing why you're the best in Madden Challenge means winning it and becoming the champion at the end. Doesn't matter how you do it.
That's all that matters at the end of the day.
Bang.
All right, Gibbs, let's jump into practice mode here. We got a ton of mailbag questions coming in. We're reading your guys' chat messages right now.